All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the campus of Clinton, South Carolina, as the Big South Network, presented by State Farm, opens up conference play this New Year's Eve with a great matchup, the Presbyterian College Blue Hose and the Running Bulldogs of Gardner Webb. Good evening, everybody. Along with Ken Blankenship, I'm Eric Thacker. Both these teams have won 20 games each, so somebody is coming out of this one tonight with a one-game edge. Gardner Webb has been on a roll as of late, and with 3 very big, solid wins. Coming off their last contest, beating the Boilermakers of Purdue. That was in West Lafayette. Wins against the Clemson Tigers and COC, the College of Charleston. This is a team under Tim Kraft that can play. They're led by Jerome Hill, who's now getting national accolades as we bring in Ken Blankenship.
Eric, you know what I've been doing? I've been over here on my personal Google machine. I've been looking up Adel, Georgia, because I wanted to know if it was an Atlanta suburb, and it is not. Adel, Georgia is where Jerome Hill's from. That's South Georgia. A lot of great athletes in South Georgia, but I didn't know great basketball came out of South Georgia.
Football.
Yeah, it really is. But this kid, Jerome Hill, is not the only story in the Gardner Webb program, but he is the emerging all-around star. But they are fueled by a small point guard, not super small, he's a thick point guard. His name's Tyler Strange, and he, of course, is out of Massachusetts. He's a senior, and he leads them. He shoots the ball well from deep, and he also runs the club well. So you have to watch these two, and they're more than just those two kids, but those are good players here in Gardner Webb.
For Presbyterian College, this is a young basketball team with a lot of talent on it. And Greg Nybert, in his 26th year at the helm of PC, trying to find that lineup that'll complement opening up conference play. The trouble has been Deshaun Murray out and Reggie Dillard out for the year, and that's really caused havoc with Coach Nybert trying to find the lineup.
Yeah, two guys that are really indispensable and just really, really needed in this lineup. Good lineup as it is. Get those two guys back, you win more games. Just the bottom line.
Presbyterian College coming off the loss against the Hokies of Virginia Tech, and a game that saw PC have some vibe moments. Now let's go to Zach, our public address announcer here at Presbyterian College, as we honor America.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Templeton Center for tonight's Big South basketball game featuring the Gardner Webb Running Bulldogs and your Presbyterian College Blue Hose. Please stand as we honor America and those who serve and protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
Well, Ken Blankenship, let's take a look at the starters. You mentioned Tyler Strange wearing jersey number 2, the senior guard out of Massachusetts at 5'10". He'll be joined in the backcourt wearing jersey number 15, a redshirt senior from Columbia, South Carolina at 6 feet, Jarvis Davis. Also at guard wearing jersey number 23, the redshirt junior out of Orlando, Florida at 6'5", is Adonis Burbage. And then complementing the front line, Jerome Hill, the junior forward at 6'5", from Georgia. We talked about him. And the post for Tim Kraft, the head coach, wearing jersey number 20, Tyrell Nelson, the sophomore at 6'7", from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, you mentioned Hill. Listen to the kind of game he had against Big Ten Purdue. 11 of 17 from the floor, 3 of 5 from behind the arc when he hadn't hit a 3 all year. And very, very impressive against Purdue.
Here's the starters for Presbyterian College. Ron Withers, 6'4", out of Winston-Salem, the freshman. Austin Anderson, who started as a freshman as the point guard, the junior from Piedmont at 6'5". Will Truss at 6'7", from Birmingham, one of the better post players. And Jordan Downing, closing out his senior year this year, or his PC career. And Ruben Arroyo Felix from Richmond, Virginia. And they are very high on that freshman. Presbyterian in the white, trimmed in blue. Gardner Webb in the gray, trimmed in red. Presbyterian College looking for their first Division I win of the season. And again, not to make excuses, but you know, when you have injuries to 2 of your starting 5, that's going to wreak havoc, especially when you have a young team. And then you're trying to jumble what 5, along with the rotation going 6, 7, and 8. How's that going to work for you? And that has that's been the test for Presbyterian College. At times, Kim Blankenship, the Blue Hose have shown well. At other times, turnovers has been the whole story this year for Presbyterian.
Well, that's the bottom line with Presbyterian. If you pressure them, they this year have tended to crack. Now, have they worked on that in practice? I'm sure they've worked on it tirelessly, Eric. And they'll try to take good care of the basketball tonight. They'll have to against a very good Gardner Webb team.
Nelson and Truss, the jump center, and the tip controlled by Presbyterian, working the basket to our left. So Austin Anderson will handle the point. Marcus Terry has a ginger ankle, or a tender ankle, I should say.
Ginger worked.
Yep.
Steal by Davis.
And already, and a trip by Anderson. Austin Anderson got into some foul trouble in a game you called up there in Blacksburg.
Yeah, he really did, and ended up coming back and having a pretty nice game late. Austin did, contributing there, but on that one, just got his feet tangled as he was chasing down the ball carrier who had gotten out front, and Davis, after making the steal, and got his feet tangled up. Not intentionally, though, I guarantee you that.
That's a nice pass by Strange, and a good job by Nelson to get that little pump fake and get the easy kiss.
Yeah, Withers did a great job helping out on the backside. Really nice contest under the bucket, but bucket knocked down nonetheless. I'd like for Arroyo Felix to be aggressive tonight offensively and look for his shot. That's an errant pass. Can't do that.
And then you've got 2-on-1, and a good hustle by Austin Anderson.
And rebound, Eric.
Yep, that's what I meant, to get that. And then here comes Jordan Downing with his athleticism.
Nice finish in traffic by Downing. Pass like the one by Withers. Withers he's one of the most inexperienced players on the floor right now, and he'll have to get that in times. A lot he brings to the table now. Length, athleticism. Look at that contest. A nice shot by Davis.
Withers can tell. What else can you do there without fouling the guy?
Yeah, and that's a good contest, but this is a real good backcourt. Davis and Strange shoot it well from deep. They can really get it going, but they also play the game well.
And Jerome Hill with his length can also hurt you from the outside. They're in the early going. Good pass at the elbow. Felix, that looks good, and he hits the bottom.
Nice. Little head fake, little hesitancy to get the shot blocker up. And then he times it well. Nice arcing shot. You see the upside. We talk about Arroyo all the time. He has really got a tremendous upside. Goes left a little bit too much. He has to straighten that out and start going right. He got beat back door but didn't get burned.
I thought that Felix gave him a little shove on the small of the back there. We'll have to look at that if we can get a chance when we have our first time out. Will Truss, that turnaround from the corner. When have we seen that?
Two big things, two big keys for Presbyterian tonight. Can they play a relatively clean, mistake-free game, and can they knock down shots? Big keys here tonight.
That is a good skip.
Yep, sure was. Davis with another open look. That's the other thing. Got to contest threes tonight.
Anderson.
Got to do a good job in that area. See, Arroyo maybe could face up there. Maybe a little bit early for that and early in the shot clock. But he does have that ability, Eric. He really does. Nice move by Austin, sliding by with a right, almost.
But I like how he attacked there.
Very nice. Slides right by you.
Boy, Strange, we saw him last year, his junior year, Ken, and he really runs that offense well. And one. That's athleticism there.
Yeah,
got bumped.
Yep.
And was able to stay with it, and the look at the upper body strength of Hill.
Yeah, and it's not only strength, but it's also, balance to stay with the shot and knock down the shot, at least give it a chance. Put it up there softly on the rim as you're taking the contact, and you see a great matchup in Hill and Arroyo. Felix. I'm going to use all three names tonight, and maybe not all simultaneously.
Or Ruben.
Yeah, let's go with Ruben. Let's stay with that. But I'm going to tell you something. In Ruben, he has the kind of upside that Hill is displaying right now in his own game. I really believe that kid could be a tremendous player here at PC. He's got to look for that shot. Still a little bit early, maybe. It's okay. It's a decided advantage, but Strange played. That's a nice shot by Downing. Couldn't get it to go. But Strange actually played Downing very well last year. As we see the turnover by Gardner Webb, almost an unforced turnover, if you will, Eric. But last year, Strange guarded Jordan Downing and did a great job. So let's see. Yeah, up there.
Boiling Springs.
Yeah, exactly.
Terry with that ankle that was a little banged up. Felix, that jumper. Got to make those, though.
That's okay. That's okay.
And another rebound by Nelson. Wide open, not contested, and he made him pay.
Yep, exactly.
You got to get a hand in the face of Jerome Hill.
Those are mental errors, Eric. You have to get out early, and you have to know that. You can't be caught out of position before that pass is made. Good give back. If Austin can make that, it'll be key tonight.
And that one rimmed out, unfortunately.
Capable.
Yep. Strange.
Interesting matchup with Downing playing Strange on this end. He can't sag too much.
Burbage.
So you got to get closer. You cannot come off of shooters like that. 4 or maybe even 5 of these guys out here shoot the ball well from deep. They shoot it well from everywhere. That's why they're beating good teams, because they defend and they take good shots and make shots.
6-0 run for the running Bulldogs, on top by 7 with 15:15 left here in the first half. Terry with the cross. Anderson pulls up with that left hand and hits a bucket.
And you see the advantage that Anderson has, the length to be able to get up and make that shot and get a good look in spite of the pretty good defense by Davis. Davis, a Columbia kid. We've talked about him before. Very savvy, really knows how to play the game. All these guys do. Gardner Webb is very good.
Good spacing by Gardner Webb. Good half-court offense. That was an errant jumper from the get-go, I thought, but sometimes you get those long rebounds when that happens, and good defense underneath. But Hill had established himself on the right block and able to throw it down.
Well, I don't think you need to double down there until somebody proves they can beat you. Maybe on Hill because of his reputation, but make somebody score a couple of buckets down there before you start doubling them.
That's a good look by Felix.
A little bit of a force, Eric. I mean, well-contested shot. I think they can get a little better than that early in the shot clock.
Nelson already 3 rebounds early.
Good block.
And a good block by Will Truss. And Hill was looking for a foul, won't get it. Downing on the outlet, and an errant pass as he was trying to get Felix is stolen away by Davis, and here comes Strange. And Hill with the turnover.
A little bit too much of the European there, right? He went all the way Asian on us.
Our first time out here in the first half. Gardner Webb with a very athletic team by 7 here in Clinton. It's the Big South Network presented by State Farm, the conference opener.
Hello, beautiful. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hi, Anthony. How much did my discount double check save me?
About $150.
Done.
I don't have State Farm, but insurance, find me money.
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. You're gonna be quicker than that.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you with unexpected savings. That's getting to a better state.
See your local State Farm agent to help you with unexpected savings.
Brock, don't have a meltdown. Look, I know your patty melt is missing, but this bacon Velveeta patty meltdown is mine. I'd be upset too. Definitely not in the TV. You check the bookcase? Oh, my bad. It was under the napkins. Don't have a meltdown. Have a bacon Velveeta patty meltdown.
The Bacon Velveeta Patty Meltdown with grilled onions and applewood smoked bacon at Hardee's.
BigSouthSports.com is the source for all of your conference information, news, results, and so much more. Plus video on the Big South Network presented by State Farm. Now with all streamed events free and available on your mobile devices. All this and more at BigSouthSports.com. Looking at the field goal percentage, Gardner Webb at 55%, PC at 44%. Turnovers, only 2 for Gardner Webb and PC with 3.
6 rebounds for Gardner Webb, 5 for PC. Look at the assist totals, 4 for Gardner Webb and 2 for PC. Anything else that jumps out? It's 3 steals already for Gardner Webb. Good defensive team, good all-around team.
Another freshman for PC. You see him there with the ball. That is Bell. So Bell and Terry gives it up to Jake Campbell, who came in. And we'll talk about Campbell's parents that made a very nice holiday season for yours truly and Ken Blankenship. And a finger roll by Ed Drew, who also came in. And that's another player for Presbyterian I'd like to see attack a little bit more, because that guy's got a vertical and he's got good soft hands around the basket.
Not to mention the length. Great delivery there.
Oh, wow.
Somebody got free. Dump down for Gardner Webb. Finds Nelson, and he knew a little something to do with it, Eric.
Dylan Poston in the game. Bell with the left hand, can't get it. Nelson with another rebound. And pushing it up the floor is McBride, Harold McBride from Bronx, New York. Another lob, and Nelson. I mean, this half-court offense, you've got to be ready defensively.
That actually was a breakdown by Big Jake. He cannot leave that big guy to go under there, you know, and hedge out too far. Are you going to keep it here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's just a situation. I wanted to say, you asked me about the trip to Virginia Tech last week because you were on vacation. Bell was the brightest spot of the whole bunch. I really believe in this Bell kid. He gives you the speed at point guard. He just demonstrated in this last transition by Gardner Webb. Gardner Webb's one guard is speeding toward the basket. That's what you should do as a one guard, under control. And if you can get a layup, but Bell prevented that. So that's his first assignment. Any defensive player, you got to stop a layup, make them beat you with a tougher shot. Bell sprints back, makes Gardner Webb reset, get into their set instead of giving them an easy transition bucket. Bell gives you outstanding speed defensively, but also in breaking presses via the dribble. And he also is good going to the basket. Missed his last delivery, but had a good idea keeping his body and the ball separated, Eric. Just couldn't get it to go down.
Tell you what, there are going to be some big conference games this year as part of the Big South, who's now emerging as a mid-major that's getting some respect nationally now.
Outside of Jordan Downing and Marcus Terry, don't think you've got a whole bunch of perimeter scoring right now, so they may struggle. See, they're getting late in the shot clock. Already 7 left on it. Going to have to rely on Downing just to rise up. Great defense by Strange.
That was a good contest.
Nice steal.
And then Strange able to get it back.
Good D, but he put his hand in the cookie jar. He keeps his hand back. He moved his feet well, did Drew.
I liked Drew's defense there on Hill.
Drew is a very good low-post defender. He really is. Sometimes he'll get caught with his hand in the cookie jar just like just now, but he is a good defender.
Another timeout on the floor. 12 minutes remaining in the first half, and it's the Running Bulldogs by 9 here in the conference opener.
I'm Chip Cooper, and this is Burt Fields. The savings are just a short drive away at Cooper Motor Company in Clinton.
Chrysler and Dodge make the #1 minivan in the country. You can save up to $7,500 on a new one at Cooper Motor Company.
Have you seen the all-new 2013 Dodge Dart? With an impressive 40 miles per gallon and more features than we can cover.
That's why, come take a test drive and get a chance to win $5,000 cash.
That's $5,000. Click, call, or step inside. If you can't trade with Cooper, you just can't trade.
What's special about Fats to me is the fact that we have so much passion. We just take a lot of pride in what we do and deliver to our guests every single day. When it comes to our buildings, when it comes to our food, our ingredients, we have competitive pricing. We offer value. We bring it every day. Why would I go to the competition and play in the minor leagues when I can play in the big leagues at Fats?
The Big South. Join our always growing network of fans on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Connect with us through BigSouthSports.com and be part of the discussion now. Follow, watch, like, and share with the Big South Conference. All right, early numbers, Ken. The one that jumps out to me is 62% shooting for the Running Bulldogs.
Absolutely. Let's talk about individual scoring. Their stud, Jerome Hill, the lefty from Adele, Georgia, 3 for 5 from the field. He has hit a 3 in one attempt. Went to the free throw line one time, missed it. He has 1 rebound, 7 points, 1 assist, 1 turnover in 8 minutes. Let's look at the other. Tyler Strange, 0 for 2 and 0 for 1 from 3. He's got 1 defensive rebound. He has 2 assists and 1 steal in 8 minutes. And Jarvis Davis, the kid out of Columbia, has Hill made the first one? Okay. Jarvis Davis out of Columbia, 1 for 2 from the field. That was a 3-pointer, so he has 3 points and 1 steal.
Hill makes 2 out of 2 with a fine free throw form.
And points evenly distributed. No one with more than 2 for PC, Eric.
Austin Anderson returning to handle the point as he's picked up by Poston. Drew, Burbage on him, and a 4th turnover by Presbyterian.
Yeah, Drew and Jordan Downing and Marcus Terry all got their wires crossed. You usually see 2 players get their wires crossed. That time we saw 3. We talked about PC needing to play a clean game. They have not thus far, and they're down 11 with 11 to go in the half.
And this is a team you do not want to get down.
No, you really don't.
I mean, because their confidence is off the charts.
No, and they exploit you. They take advantage of matchups. They take advantage of the fact they don't think anybody in the league can guard Hill around the block. Great block by Truss.
And out of bounds.
But they don't think anybody, and rightly so, nobody's been able to guard Hill in the last half a year or so because he's emerged. He's really emerged on the scene, knows how to use that length, and lefties can score anyway. I'm just convinced of that. I always have been. If you can play and you're left-handed, you can really score. Great D. Oh, jeez.
Will Truss doesn't
like
believe
that
it.
Call. I hate that call. I'm sorry.
That's
you want me to be honest tonight,
Truss.
right? Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what you pay me for, right? That's what. It's just checking. Simonism from out of the blue.
Hill, oh, by the way, shooting at 53%.
From the line?
Yes.
Otherwise, he would be averaging probably maybe 4 to 6 more points a game if he ups that percentage where he needs to be.
And it looks good there. I mean,
31 at Purdue. It's a pretty productive night in the Big Ten now. I don't care where you play. Purdue's known for their defense, too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about this year, but traditionally they are. They're one of the best defending teams in the nation most years, or a lot of years anyway.
Downing splits the guards.
Nice. Very nice.
That's what you want to see. Not only be content with that outside shot, but be able to dribble drive.
And the explosion to the rim. I would love for Jordan
This is a good passing team.
It sure is, and that creates good open looks, good passes.
One of the best half-court offenses in the conference, along with Coastal, in my opinion.
Absolutely, no question. Then you've got to have the parts to make it work, and they do, you know. Drew. Wow, Ed Drew.
Have we seen that range ever?
I don't think I have. I don't know about you.
We've seen Will Truss be able to hit that high post and Arroyo Felix, but I have not seen Ed Drew
Tell you what,
hit one from top of the key that far out.
We'll take the gravy. I guarantee you that. This team needs a little gravy. Oh, nice possession. Almost good hustle, Truss.
And then a jump ball that'll go to Gardner Webb.
Yep.
I tell you what, rebounding, Tim Kraft coaching that because they are crashing the boards. When you look at the rebounding, total rebounds, a 4 rebounding edge here. Gardner Webb 9-5. But
Drew almost saved that possession, and the ball got loose, and Truss did a good job of getting on the floor, but Gardner Webb maintains.
And there's a
legal
walk.
screen.
Or no, a pick. Okay.
Legal pick. I didn't really see it, to be honest with you. I was ball watching on that one. I'm sorry.
Isaiah Ivy, the junior out of Georgetown, Kentucky, guilty of the personal foul. And that, folks, is only the first foul on the running Bulldogs. 4 fouls for Presbyterian, 1 for Gardner Webb. 26-15 with 9:40 remaining first half. Truss is double teamed.
Somebody's got to be open. Now swing it. Good job. Attack Marcus. Great defense. Good contest. And a good box out by Gardner Webb.
But Ed Drew had position with Burbage on his hip. Maybe he should have given it up down there on the left block, Ken?
Maybe so. Caught it in rhythm and thought he could shoot it in rhythm. Ended up being a very good contest by Gardner Webb.
Good block by Will Truss.
Good no call, too. Thought he got it early.
Ed Drew, and good presence of mind by McBride or check that, actually Poston to knock that out of bounds.
Yeah, this Poston kid can let it go too. He can shoot it. The junior out of Myrtle Beach, 6'4", 190. Has a nice stroke from outside too. Knows how to play the game. Gardner Webb given a not exactly sure what this is. Maybe a 3-2 look, or not real sure. Some kind of zone.
Well,
10
now
on the shot. 10 on the shot.
There's shooters there now. Good look inside to Truss. And one, no. Ed Drew trying to keep it alive. And Truss has it ripped away from him by Hill.
Good competition by both teams around the bucket.
Burbage will get a bucket underneath.
I think
oh, no, it's a charge.
No, it was. And I think it's a good call, but I think the bucket should count. If the truck could run that back, if they have that.
We don't have the
replay.
No
replay. Okay. Well, I was just going to say,
there we go.
It was okay, let's see. I think he's there,
and
he's outside of the thing, and I think the ball was just barely out. I don't know if he scored the bucket or not, Eric. Do you know?
Let's see. No.
Okay. So a good call, but maybe not a complete call. But, I mean, it's tough. It's tougher than brain surgery. I've done them both, you know.
Withers.
Trying to make the charge block call, yeah.
Anderson open for the 3.
Nice, well done. Austin shooting it well tonight. We always talk about how capable he is as a shooter, and he looks relaxed tonight. If he can knock down shots, goes a long way toward PC's success.
Putting Jordan Downing on that outside arc, putting Withers on the block.
Good contest.
And that was a good contest. And then a foul right here on Will.
No,
a tie
jump ball. It's a jump ball. It's
jump
a pretty good
ball.
call.
Nelson a little frustrated that he didn't get that.
Quick note on Austin Anderson, rebounding from the 1 guard spot at 6'6". Always nice to have that.
7:46 left, and PC fighting back. They trail by 8.
There's an amazing place where family vacation memories are made and shared over and over again, where new experiences never disappoint, and where the only thing better than visiting is coming back again. Book your family vacation at visitmyrtlebeach.com and discover amazing values on area accommodations and family-friendly attractions. There's never been a better time to visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where family time has never been so much fun.
And it's game on, 4th and 18. Friends rushing the party in under an hour. Supermom's headed for the snack aisle. Ooh, this one's a scramble. It's all come down to this. Look at that air. She's got it. And there's that signature double pour. Crisp chips, crunchy pretzels. This crowd's gone crazy.
We did it, honey. Best party ever.
Yeah, we did it.
Let's go for the glory.
Fans, what's better than cheering on your Blue Hose to victory? Perhaps a trip to the beach? Well, now you can have both. The 2015 VisitMyrtleBeach.com Big South Basketball Championships will be played in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina from March 3rd through the 8th. Contact your school's ticket office or visit BigSouthSports.com for more information. We'll see you at the beach.
Man, you're doing that well now.
Trying to put you out of business, big man. I'm trying to get a job. Trying to get a job. You know what I'm saying, Simon?
You have a job.
All right, brother.
And anybody around the local area, it's ESPN Upstate with Greg McKinnon, Ken Blankenship.
Thanks for that, bro.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Scratch the old back. I like it.
Jordan Downing will attack that baseline, and he'll get an and one.
You know, maybe Jordan's been thinking about this game for a year. You ever thought about that?
Yeah, since the defense that Tyler Strange put on him.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head because he did play very good defense last year. Limited. I can't even say the word. Limited. There we go.
Yeah.
Jordan Downing to a low production night. And also frustrated Jordan, and he doesn't get easily frustrated.
Right.
And Jordan understanding that if he's going to have success against Strange, a lot of it's going to be around the basket. Nice move. An absolute cotton candy at the line, isn't it?
Yep, 7 points for Downing, and now going to pick up.
It's one of the most beautiful things in all sports. It really is. Jordan Downing's jump shot. Or set shot, it doesn't matter.
Ooh, Strange got on his tiptoes, kind of shuffled his toes a little bit.
Yeah.
So you got to watch that.
You caught that too, huh?
Yes, I did. Ivy with a couple of looks behind the arc, doesn't take it. And that one, a good catch by John.
I'll say this about Hill.
John Reynolds, the assistant coach.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
Passing in his strong suit, all right? As exemplified right there, as we just witnessed.
John Reynolds, we're going to have to, hopefully we'll have a replay of that. Fine hands. Downing raises.
And that would have cut it, to two.
Double block out by Ivy and Hill there.
Great opportunity if you keep defending here. That ball's off, I believe.
That was a good contest. You got to grab that. Good block by, and another almost block by the big man, Will Truss, down below, but what can you do when you get that many opportunities?
Yeah, the only problem, if you play a team with real good instincts, you know they're crashing the offensive glass, so you go after it with like you should. Let's see what we'll call here.
Defensive foul on Tyler Strange, his first. Team foul number 4. Going back to Nelson's bucket, that's the first bucket that he made after scoring 6 early.
Eric, you're Tyler Strange, and you're 5'9", and you're guarding Jordan Downing, and there's 6 minutes to go in the half, and that's your first foul?
That's saying something.
That's burgers, fries, and a Coke after the game. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give him a milkshake.
Got to play cleaner. Got to play cleaner.
That is what they do so well. Their head is up, looking for their teammates in the open floor, able to get the assist and the easy bucket.
Strange is a very good all-around guard now. Make no mistake about it. He plays both ends very well.
And Jerome
Can
Hill
hurt you
now.
in a number of ways. But you've got to play in transition. If you're PC, you've got to pick up guys. You can't let guys 6 feet from the hole who are 6'6" and rangy.
High arc. Rimmed out. Oh, that's just
heavily
unfortunate.
Contested. You can get a little better one than that, I believe.
9-point Gardner Webb lead. Davis and Strange. As Ivy creates his own jumper, and that one rimmed out.
Felix ran through the play. Got to stay in play. Hard contest without taking yourself out. There you go, Jordan.
And another and one with the reverse.
Could have finished on either side, elected to go to the left with a little extra sweetness. And everybody's favorite, whether it's out on the perimeter or around the bucket. Tell you, man, it is just, I try to hold my gushing, but when he's rolling, boy, it's really difficult. Absolute poetry, man. Tell you what, I'd retire from anything I do right now if they'd let me work with this kid for the next 2 or 3 years. Oh, I love his game. Beautiful. Look at that. You kidding me?
Now a 6-point game.
Got to see that in Picasso in his prime, you know?
Terry returns to join Anderson and Downing. Drew and Truss on the front line. Strange.
Look at the velocity on the passes when Strange throws that chest
Yes,
pass. You see how quickly the ball gets there.
Look
See
at that.
See
snap.
that? See that? That made the bucket. Now you got to make the bucket, and it was made. But it's the passing that opens it up. It's the snap passing. Dare I say the NBA is what it is today because of a lot of things, but passing. Better passers in that league, the higher levels of basketball than anything in the game. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he's got it rolling now. And I'm going to tell you, Gardner Webb's in trouble. You better adjust because Jordan Downing is looking at huge production tonight if you don't do something different.
Strange with that little bunny hop again.
There you go, Marcus. Good closeout skip pass.
Wow.
He can shoot it.
That's a high arcing
and what led to it?
Shot.
The skip pass.
That's right.
Get
This
it,
team,
and you get it there when it should be gotten there.
I've said it, I'll say it again. Gardner Webb fundamentally very sound in their half-court offense. Will Truss gives it back to Drew. And despite good defense by Strange, Drew able to get the bucket on the left side.
When Will's that deep, I'm not so sure I want him passing out of that. Go ahead and create that opportunity, either knock down a bucket or get to the line, or both.
There's that snap pass and then the skip. Davis, no. Nelson was able to arc his chest and body.
Long shots.
So he didn't get him.
Long shots make long rebounds, inside position.
And then gets one as he had Drew on the back. That's
just a nice individual effort down around the bucket by Terrell Nelson out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Sophomore, 6'7", 225, I think.
It's our last timeout of the first half, 36-28. And Nelson having an excellent first half with the running Bulldogs. He'll shoot the old-style three-point play when we return to Clinton, South Carolina.
Passion. Pride.
Intensity.
Leadership.
Teamwork.
Memories.
6 days.
11 schools.
20 games.
22 teams.
One goal.
Advance to the dance. Visit MyrtleBeach.com.
Big South basketball champion.
We'll see you in Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach Madness.
Buy your tickets today. Go big or go home.
Let your inner desire direct you to a delectable $1 deal of outright unequivocal delight. Because any size icy cold Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea is just $1. The simple joy of pursuing happiness.
Underneath the hill, and then Jordan Downing with the reverse and one with the left hand.
Very nice, as we talked about it. Here's another one. Late contest by Drew. Shot knocked down. And then Jordan Downing again with the pull-up. Mid-range jump shot. Got the whole package. Then Strange from deep. Always got the trigger ready. A little bit late getting over there, Austin Anderson. And then the dump down by Truss. Drew off glass.
Nelson with 10 points and Hill with 13.
And Downing, of course, is the second one's knocked down as well. Downing leads PC with 12, followed by Austin Anderson with 5. Oh, and Ed Drew with 7. Nice production from Mr. Drew tonight.
Now you have a bigger backcourt with Withers, Anderson, and Downing.
Very key point in the game here, these next 3 minutes. What can Presbyterian do? Have good offensive and defensive trips.
10 seconds on the shot clock. That's Will's ball game right there.
Good defense.
And Ed Drew keeps it alive, and Truss able to get it. And a fresh 35. And Anderson would not take that jumper at the top of the key.
And I think a lot of people, maybe myself included, wanted him to. He looks comfortable tonight, and he had a pretty good look there. Might not get a better one against this defense, but maybe. Well, great catch.
Drew, did he keep it alive? No, Nelson will clear. Here comes Strange. There's that quick pass. And a pump fake, and then a nice block by Drew. And Austin and Downing one-on-one. That's a mismatch all day long.
Absolutely. Strange not willing to give up that foul.
And that's nothing against Strange. This guy can play, folks, but when in the open court, that's just a
difficult
mismatch
task.
right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
For anybody in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Inside of 2 minutes.
That cross, you kidding me?
Davis with the floater. No, Ed Drew unable to get it, taps it out. Nelson at the left elbow. They'll try again from downtown, no. And 3 Blue Hose will block out as Jordan Downing pushes to Austin Anderson.
Good job. Create a nice look. Very well done. PC looks pretty good now. If they can get a stop or two, you can go into halftime with a lot of momentum. Good job by PC.
This is a very talented Gardner Webb team. PC playing well here in the first half. Strange again. He's running that foot, and if I was Coach Nybert, I'd educate him a little bit.
So you talk to those refs on a first-name basis, huh, Big Man?
And say, hey, you got to look at number 2 with those feet. If we take a look at some of the numbers there.
All right, what do we got here? Okay, let's see what we got for PC, led by Downing with 14 on 6 of 9 shooting. He does have 1 personal foul. Ed Drew has 7 points on 3 of 3. As we get an update there, and he's got 2 personal fouls. See Austin Anderson having a good productive game with 5 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 1 for 2 from the arc. He has 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Downing has 2 assists as well. Who else? Nobody else. Oh, and Will Truss, of course, with 4 points on 2 of 4 shooting and 5 rebounds.
Well, I know, Ken Blankenship, you want to join me in saying a very special thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Campbell in Centerville, Ohio, who are watching tonight on the Big South Network as they cheer the Blue Hose on, and their son, Jake Campbell.
Well,
they made us a very nice.
They fed me dinner tonight, Eric. Are you kidding me? I'm chewing on it. I hope I'm not coming across a microphone with the beef jerky.
Yeah.
But it is delicious, and you told me Mrs. Campbell made it herself.
Yes, she did. And a whistle and a foul.
Tough call on Truss, I believe. Got his feet
No, that was Withers.
Oh, okay. Got Withers on the reach in, maybe. But, we appreciate it, Campbell. And what are these called, these pecans that are – they're
praline.
Praline. They're dusted with praline. You talk about a nice touch now. Stop. And then I'd already brought my I did a little diet trick for you tonight.
Okay.
Instead of eating large.
As Nelson knocks down the front end.
The wife said she's cooking, so I'll be home, because I'm coming home early tonight because the game started early tonight. So we'll eat late. So to tide me over, instead of doing the burger thing, I did the cookies and coffee. I keep my mind off of it, and I arrived to this Campbell feast here, and just couldn't. I had to give in.
Yeah, so we
appreciate them. We really do.
Absolutely.
Great touch tonight. Maybe we can get them a win.
41-32 with 60 seconds remaining here in the first half. Good bounce pass to Truss. There it is. When you get doubled down, Will's going to snap it out of there. Now down to 10 seconds. Yeah.
Won't be too late to create.
Downing leads in with his head, gets him up, and then
just a bad trip. Waited way too late. Had to rely on Jordan just to go one-on-one with a good defender on him. Tough shot. Almost made it anyway.
4-second differential, shot clock, game clock. And Strange will hold it. for Coach Tim Kraft.
Watch this two-man game right here, high. Give it back to Strange, get the pick. They swing it across. Missed it badly. Plenty of time. Almost doubled. Get in there. It's all right. Good idea on the pitch ahead, just couldn't get it done.
Well, Gardner Webb showing their talent here in the first half, and Presbyterian College played well. It's 41-32 at intermission. We'll be back with in a couple of minutes. Ken Blankenship will look at the stats and entertain you a little bit at halftime as I go work the floor.
All right.
At intermission, 41-32, Gardner Webb.
How did I win that new account? I started by making myself at home while I checked in with the office. And after grabbing breakfast, I got some last-minute advice from my boss. It made all the difference.
Great endings begin here. That's why at Choice Hotels we give you free internet, free breakfast, and right now when you take 2 separate trips, you earn 1 night free. Book now at choicehotels.com.
Don't put miles on your vehicle driving to games. Triangle Rent-A-Car offers unlimited mileage for trips in or out of state. So visit your nearest Triangle Rent-A-Car location and check out the new 2014 fleet of vehicles. Everything from compacts and convertibles to SUVs and moving trucks. Ask for the Triangle Rent-A-Car Fan Van to get 7, 12, or 15 fans to a game in style. Or ask about our fleet of luxury vehicles featuring leather, navigation, and video systems. Visit TriangleRentACar.com today.
Hi, I'm Jeff Gordon. And this is Test Drive 2.
No way this is happening. This can't not be happening.
I'm going to be playing the cab driver.
What is he talking about? What did he just say?
No, get out of the cab. We can put the windows down. No, sir. Please.
I can't go back, man.
Sir!
Hello, beautiful. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hi, Anthony. How much did my discount double check save me?
About $150.
Done.
I don't have State Farm, but insurance, find me money.
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. You're gonna be quicker than that.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you with unexpected savings. That's getting to a better state.
See your local State Farm agent to help you with unexpected savings.
Yes, I can. All right, yeah, we're back now. Okay, we had a little bit of technical difficulty. All right, back here at the Templeton Center as Gardner Webb has a 41-32 halftime lead, and watching some highlights of the first half. Jordan Downing scoring with the left hand there, a nice delivery, and then and Jordan Downing, and then Tyler Strange with the outside shot for Gardner Webb. Truss with a dunk down to Ed Drew off the glass for the nice bucket inside. Gardner Webb with a dunk down of their own. Ed Drew with a foul and three-point opportunity there, and then Jordan Downing in transition. And then the kick out to Truss from behind the arc as he makes a three-pointer. All right, and I think that's it for our highlights. So let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back here at the Templeton Center. Gardner Webb 41, Presbyterian 32.
Hi, this is Harold Nichols, head coach of your Presbyterian College Blue Hose. Are you looking for extra money this season? Why don't you do what I did and call Matt Davis State Farm Insurance for a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on your car insurance. Matt Davis State Farm Insurance knows that being there means helping you fans keep more of your money in your pocket. Why not call Matt Davis at State Farm Insurance on South Broad Street in Clinton at 833-5036. That's 833-5036. Like a good neighbor, Matt Davis and State Farm Insurance is there.
We're fighting cancer with caring, with technology, with knowledge, and now with the Hollings Clinical Trial Network at the Medical University of South Carolina. Together, we're bringing more advanced cancer care close to home. Self Regional Healthcare Cancer Center. We bring advanced care closer.
And welcome back to the Templeton Center here on the campus of Presbyterian College here in beautiful Clinton, South Carolina. Appreciate you joining us wherever you are. Let's talk about the first half stats as Gardner Webb leads Presbyterian 41-32. Let's talk about shooting for Gardner Webb from the field, 14 of 29, right at 48% from three. They're 6 for 14. For a very respectable 43%. Went to the free throw line, did Gardner Webb 8 times, made 7 of them for 87.5%. Very, very good job by them shooting the basketball. Presbyterian, on the other hand, stayed in the game because they shot it so well. 14 of 27 from the field. That's right at 52%. From deep, they were 2 for 6. Not quite as efficient there, a little over 33%. Went to the free throw line and with 2 free throws and made them both. And, of course, that was Jordan Downing. Individually for Gardner Webb, they were led by 2 players, Jerome Hill, their stud, with 13 points, and Terrell Nelson with a very productive first half with 13 points as well. Let's talk about Hill. He was 4 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from deep. Went to the free throw line 5 times and made 4 of them. He had 2 rebounds, both on the defensive end, 3 assists, 2 turnovers in 18 minutes for Jerome Hill. Terrell Nelson, very productive half, 5 of 6 from the field, did not attempt a three-pointer. One of the few Gardner Webb running Bulldogs who doesn't shoot it deep. Went to the line 3 times and made all 3 free throws. He had 8 big rebounds in the first half. Very good paint presence by Terrell Nelson, 7 of those defensive rebounds. He did have 1 personal foul, 13 points, 2 assists for the big guy, a turnover in 18 minutes. Terrell Nelson. Tyler Strange, the outstanding point guard from Massachusetts that we talked about in the pregame, he was 1 for 3 from the field. That one was a three-pointer as he was 1 for 2 from deep. Had 1 defensive rebound, 1 foul, only 3 points, but he did have 4 assists in 16 minutes for Tyler Strange. Jarvis Davis, 1 for 5 from the field. That 1 bucket was a three-pointer as he was 1 for 4 from deep. He did have 1 rebound. That was on the offensive end. had 3 points, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 1 steal in 13 minutes. So far, the backcourt of Gardner Webb not doing a whole bunch of damage against PC, at least in this game. Okay, we're going to let me tell you who else might have produced here for Gardner Webb real quickly. Not too much more production as they get 3 out of Burbage and 3 out of McBride and 3 out of Ivy. Okay, let's go ahead and take one more break. We'll come back and tell you about the Presbyterian scoring and how they shot it and how they rebounded it and all those good things. You're listening to Presbyterian College Basketball.
You'll find them inside each huddle, on every sideline, in every classroom, on each campus, from our neighborhoods to the corner office. Student athletes from the Big South Conference, serving in roles they've trained for all their lives. Leaders. The Big South Conference, developing leaders through athletics. Learn more at BigSouthSports.com.
There's an amazing place where vacation memories are made and shared over and over again, where new experiences never disappoint, and where the only thing better than visiting is coming back again. Book your next vacation at visitmyrtlebeach.com and discover amazing values on area accommodations and fun-filled attractions. There's never been a better time to visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where spending quality time together has never felt so good.
And it's game on, 4th and 18. Friends rushing the party in under an hour. Supermom's headed for the snack aisle. Ooh, this one's a scramble. It's all come down to this. Look at that air. She's got it. And there's that signature double pour. Crisp chips, crunchy pretzels. This crowd's gone crazy.
We did it, honey. Best party ever.
Yeah, we did it.
Let's go for the glory.
Passion. Pride.
Intensity. Leadership. Teamwork.
Memories.
6 days.
11 schools. 20 games. 22 teams.
1 goal.
Advance to the dance.
Visit MyrtleBeach.com.
Big South basketball champion.
We'll see you in Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach Madness.
Buy your tickets today. Go big or go home.
Welcome back to the Templeton Center here at Presbyterian College. We talked about Gardner Webb before the break with their 41 points, led, of course, by Jerome Hill and Terrell Nelson. Let's talk about Presbyterian scoring in the first half. They shot it at 52% on 14 of 27 from the field, 2 for 6 from deep for a little over 33%, and then 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Individually, Ruben Arroyo Felix, the young kid that we talk about often, was 1 for 3 from the field, did not attempt a three-pointer, only had 1 rebound, had 1 personal foul, 2 points, no assist, and 2 turnovers, struggling a little bit tonight. Hopefully he can get it going in the second half. He played 10 minutes in the first half. Will Truss anchors the middle for Presbyterian College, 2 of 4 from the field. I had him down as making a three-pointer. I guess that was just inside the line. So he did not attempt a three-pointer, did not go to the free throw line. Had 6 rebounds, 5 on the defensive end, 1 offensive rebound. Of course, no fouls for Will Truss. That's a big part of the success so far here for Presbyterian College. He had 4 points, 1 assist, no turnovers, and 3 big blocks in 18 minutes for Will Truss. Jerron Withers 0 for 1 from the field. He had 1 personal foul, had 1 turnover in 10 minutes. Austin Anderson, pretty good first half, 2 for 4 from the field, hit 1 three-pointer on 2 attempts, had 2 rebounds, both on the defensive end, 1 personal foul, 5 points, 2 assists in 18 minutes. Pretty good half for Austin Anderson. Jordan Downing, 6 of 10 from the field, 0 for 3 from the three-point line. Turned that around in the second half. PC got a real fighting chance here. Jordan Downing, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Had 2 rebounds, both of them on the defensive end, 1 personal foul, 14 points, 2 assists, 1 turnover in 20 minutes for Jordan Downing. Marcus Terry, 0 for 1 from the field in 10 minutes. Devon Bell only played 2 minutes in the first half, shot it 1 time and missed it. Ed Drew, nice contribution off the bench, 3 of 3, 1 of 1 from deep, 2 personal fouls, 7 points, and 2 turnovers and 1 steal in 10 minutes for Ed Drew. Jake Campbell did not scratch in 2 minutes. Back to Eric Thacker.
All righty, thank you, Kim Blankenship. Both these teams will be in action on Saturday the 3rd. The Running Bulldogs will travel to Asheville to take on UNC Asheville. 2 o'clock tip, and Presbyterian will go to Lynchburg to take on the Liberty Flames. That is a Saturday tip at 7 o'clock. That game will be on the Voice of the Blue Hose on 103.5 Sunny, 103.5 FM. You're making a trek with me to Lynchburg?
Absolutely. I'm in until the end, my brother.
In until the end.
Until the end.
I like that verbiage. What is Greg Nybert telling? What did he tell, rather, his team at halftime, seeing that they're still in this one?
Well, you know, I think 1 or 2 miscues in transition. Shore that up. Not moving out on shooters quite quick enough. They shoot it well. They move it well. We've got to move better. That kind of thing. Anticipate playing well offensively for the most part. Clean it up a little bit. Only 5 or 6 turnovers in the first half, and that's very good.
That's what I was going to mention.
But Gardner Webb did have 5 or 6 steals, you know, so you got to shore that up and don't give them easy opportunities to steal the ball. And just continue to be very, very active in that zone. Contest everything because they all shoot it well. Now we got a push down low by Truss, I think.
Well, Will Truss not
First
in any,
one.
Yeah, not in any foul trouble.
Got it cheap, though. He had a layup, I believe. Davis deep.
And able to
Burns
hit
him early. Yep.
to open up the second half scoring.
Just be patient. It's 1 possession at a time now, Eric. 1 possession at a time. Creep back in this thing. Just play good defense and take good shots.
That was a lazy lob pass inside. And Downing wasn't really established. In fact, he wasn't thinking that that was coming his way. Back-to-back trays.
Yeah, it's just a late contest. You've got to know that these guys got triggers and they will let it go. You've got to get out there sooner. Easier said than done, but those are just mental mistakes.
The Achilles heel defensively for Presbyterian has been defending the 3.
Good pass back, give back by Jordan Downing, unselfish play. Anderson just couldn't knock that down.
Deep on that one, and Withers determined to clear that glass. And as you mentioned, no need to panic here. Down by 15.
Tons of basketball to be played. That's what you want. That's what you want. You see, you get him anywhere around the basket with his ability to create space and to get in the air and get a nice look. He's learned how to do that much better in the latter years of his career. He used to be just a jump shooter for the most part, and now he's learned how to contort his body in there and then to get squared up after he jumps sometimes. And so that's what you saw there. Nice delivery by Downing.
Well, you look at the field goal percentage from beyond the arc for, you know, Gardner Webb, and they all of them could shoot them. As we take a look at, there's the first
Davis,
3
yep,
to open up the second half, and they passed the ball so well, and then again on that far side, Davis knocking those back to back, and then Jordan Downing there on that fade,
yep,
able to get to that one.
Yep.
But again, this is a team that Gardner Webb again, and I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but they find the open guy and they make the extra pass and they make the skip pass, and all of them shoot the ball well.
Yep.
And when you have a team that you have to defend every single guy because they shoot the ball well, that causes problems for the opposition defensively.
Absolutely. Basketball, I believe, more than any other sport, is matchups.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they see that, you know, they've got an advantage somewhere, that's what they're going to do. Presbyterian play in a zone, so how do you attack the zone? With dribble or pass penetration. And, you know, it's very key, like you said, Eric, to make good, crisp passes and make them on time. Gardner Webb does that. Any team that scores the ball well, shoots the ball well, almost 99% of the time they're going to really move it well, you know, to get open looks. And it's selfless basketball. It's just very good basketball. It's hard to defend. But Presbyterian could do a better job, and hopefully they will, or they're going to get blown out of their own building.
Now in the zone matchup, there's the lob inside, and then kick it back out to Strange. And then just like that.
Withers just ran away from the play. You can't do that. It's assignment basketball now. You've got an area to protect. You can't assume the shot's going up.
That's just excellent basketball. Strange giving up the three-point field goal attempt on top to get the easy deuce to Nelson.
Yeah, to take advantage of a defensive miscue by Withers that time.
Downing with that little pump fake, unable to get it. Arroyo Felix is boxed out by Jerome Hill. Jerome Hill, a nice assist, and there's Nelson. This is a complete Gardner Webb basketball
No question.
team.
You just, a little breakdown in transition. You let Nelson catch it that far around toward the bucket. It was a pretty good D once the pass was completed, but he knows how to do it. Has the score down there and use his body. And made a tough shot. Just can't let him catch it that deep, is my point.
Missed
Took his eye off
opportunity.
the ball, yep.
Downing was going to raise. His shoulders were squaring up to launch that one, and we weren't looking. And Arroyo Felix lucky, but unable to convert on the bunny.
With his lift and his length, he almost could dunk the ball from where he shot that. Or if nothing else, stretch out and lay that ball in the hole.
That's where Deshaun Murray comes in. That's where they're missing Deshaun Murray.
Absolutely, but excuse me, Eric.
That's
absolutely, all right. But Arroyo Felix has that ability. I mean, it was a beautiful looking shot, but I believe if he would have, instead of jumping straight up, he had an open lane to the basket, either attack the basket or just lay it in.
Burbage.
He'll get that though.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Down to 16.
Strange.
Almost backpedaled himself on his fanny.
Well, he got his feet caught up.
Burbage will launch the three. Good rebound and put back. What can you say about that? That's just outstanding play by Jerome Hill, the 6'5" junior from Georgia.
Yeah, but more than that, Eric, it really was a defensive miscue. It's hard to rebound on the defensive end out of a zone. It really is, because you've got to find people. You've got to train your mind to find them, then box them. They did not find Hill. He burned him.
53-34 as we take a look at the numbers. Gardner Webb shooting at 53%, Presbyterian College at 48%, 44% from behind the arc for the running Bulldogs, 8 out of 18 shooting. PC shooting at only 29%, 2 out of 7. And turnovers, both teams handling turnovers pretty well. PC was 7 and the running Bulldogs was 6. Rebounding edge, circle this one. Gardner Webb 10 better than Presbyterian, 22-12, 7-1 on the offensive glass. That equates to 11-0 second chance points for Gardner Webb.
There's your game right there, and shooting the three ball. Those two things are really, it's got to change here for Presbyterian to get back in this game.
Marcus Terry returns to be the 2 guard as Austin Anderson will handle the point like he did his freshman year when Washington was injured. And a hand check by Poston.
Tough cover trying to guard Marcus Terry off the dribble. Very good athlete. He's got great lift around the bucket. Like to get some production offensively out of Terry tonight.
Nice pass there. Ed Drew does not take that shot, and that's not his shot. Although we did see him shoot from top of the key in the first half. Running that baseline, Terry is open, gets the catch, and makes the shot.
Take what the defense gives you. In that situation, they gave you the jump shot right there on the baseline. Terry got his feet tangled up again defensively.
Nice skip by Nelson to the open Strange. No.
Hill might have got away with steps there.
Yeah. I think Gardner Webb had a couple of travels that could have been called, but Hill. That's that extra pass, and another good block by.
It was. It's a pretty good recover by PC that time.
Truss, now I was looking at him before I even mentioned his name. I think that's 4 blocks, and that was a post and shot to avoid the buzzer. So let's see if Presbyterian can add a little run here.
Yeah, there was 7 on the shot, not 1. Yeah, I don't know. I think he was thinking it was 1 too.
Good
dump
feed
down.
in.
Good dump down and a finish by Truss. Nice pass, low entry from the midpoint by Ed Drew.
I think he had a little English on that, too,
Sit
didn't
down
he?
and feed the post with some English, big guy. I like that. Nice skills from the 4 spot. Ah, Jordan got his hand on that.
There's that extra pass. I mean, going.
Dodged the bullet.
The athleticism to throw it off the back of Terry, but Hill was already out.
Yep.
When I meant the extra pass, usually that's around the perimeter, but driving in and then kicking it down, the extra pass for Gardner Webb. But Presbyterian still hanging around. They trail by 15 with 14:41 left.
There's an amazing place where family vacation memories are made and shared over and over again, where new experiences never disappoint, and where the only thing better than visiting is coming back again. Book your family vacation at visitmyrtlebeach.com and discover amazing values on area accommodations and family-friendly attractions. There's never been a better time to visit Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where family time has never been so much fun.
We're fighting cancer with caring, with technology, with knowledge. And now, with the Hollings Clinical Trial Network at the Medical University of South Carolina. Together, we're bringing more advanced cancer care close to home. Self Regional Healthcare Cancer Center. We bring advanced care closer.
The Big South would like to thank Hardee's, a contributing partner to the Big South Network. You are watching the Big South Network, brought to you in part by Hardee's. And make sure you join us at our last media timeout for the Hardee's Star of the Game. And there's a couple of people to choose from in that one. Jordan Downing for Presbyterian. Nelson having a fine game for the running Bulldogs, along with Hill.
17-9 for Nelson right now.
Absolutely.
Quasi-monster game. What do you think?
Exactly.
A mini monster. An ungrown-up monster.
Terry
Still
and
time to grow it, though.
They're looking for Downing on that baseline, and then Truss was bumped. No call. That should have been an and one.
I think so. I was right there with you. Truss did a good job of drawing the contact. But, you know, I don't have a problem with no call, but I wouldn't have had a problem with a call either. 13-point game. Good job by PC.
The
good
skip,
job.
and Davis doesn't take it that time.
Better job of getting out there. Mid-range jumper by Hill. Doesn't have the most beautiful of jump shots, but it's effective.
Gets open.
No doubt.
15-point game.
A good trip here.
They double team him. He fights through the double team. When he's that low, that's automatic.
We've said we don't think there's a whole bunch of people in the country that can guard him on the low block. I mean, maybe an Okafor, of course. Somebody like that who's long and very athletic and got a little bit of bulk to him, but he's very hard to guard.
Ivy was bumped, and that is a foul on Marcus Terry.
Terry ran up under him, yeah. Can't do that.
Officiating has been pretty good here at the Templeton Center.
We talk about what a good athlete Marcus Terry is. You see that more on the offensive end. He tends to get his feet kind of tangled up on the defensive end at times. Maybe he's coming up out of his stance a little bit too much.
Ivy, the left-hander, a 78% free throw shooter, knocks that one down. As McBride will come in for Nelson, who will get a break. And makes
nice soft delivery. Beautiful.
2 out of 2.
Beautiful rotation. Beautiful stroke by Ivy. Poison Ivy, I couldn't help.
Poison Ivy. His
Your
first
PC.
2. Terry able to keep the basketball there and not lose it. Gets a high post pick from Drew. Uses the forearm to spin and then is going to draw the foul from Burbage.
And you see what it does when he's aggressive. You know, as long as he's not out of control, you know, He can create those scoring opportunities for himself and for others. Here he gets to the line because he's being aggressive. Saw that opening and spun into it. Nice delivery, but too strong.
Yeah. Terry shooting at 73%, which is the best on the team. And he goes 0 for 2. In games like this, when you're trailing by 15, you got to make those. You just do. Those need to be automatic.
Exactly right. Easy chance to
There's
catch
the
up.
passing again. Had the skip open on the near corner for Ivy, but they elect to go the baseline, unable to convert. Good rebound, Presbyterian. And that's a nice look to Drew, but Drew unable to, and that's off of the head. But then a good push off by Hill on his own man,
Yeah.
Ivy, to get the ball, and then able to convert down on the right block is Jerome Hill.
Poor transition by PC defensively.
Pushed
Gotta
his own
run.
ball,
And can't let their best player just waltz down the lane in transition and get the quick feedback. Jordan.
And that's string music for Jordan Downing.
Tongue tie me, you know. What do you say about that?
That's just a beautiful
we just need a lot more of it right now. Does PC.
Well, 59 to 45 with 12:08 remaining. And Gardner Webb now shooting at 49%. PC improving to 54%. Both teams again taking care of the basketball, but it's still a double-digit lead in terms of rebounding for the Running Bulldogs over Presbyterian College at 26 to 15. Leading scorers, Downing for Presbyterian at 19, but nobody else stepping up with him except for Truss, who's in double digits. I mean, outside of the low post, none of the guards really. Anderson does have 5. Terry with a bucket. Arroyo Felix, we only saw limited time in the second half, if any. But then Hill with 19, Nelson with 17, but then Davis throws in 9. And then practically everybody else has scored. Strange, McBride, Burbage for the Running Bulldogs. Poston still looking for his first field goal, but 59-45 at the 12-minute mark.
PC picking up man-to-man full court, now back into their zone.
As Jake Campbell comes in for the 3rd time in this ball game, the first time in the second half. Open in that corner.
Can't give up second chances. You have to rebound the basketball on the defensive end.
Good job by Anderson to feel that pressure as they were trying to trap him there on the sideline and unable to get that left-handed leaner. Hill, is he going to give it up? Nope, he gave it up to PC.
Sure did. Good job by Drew.
He just had that look like he was going all the way.
Yep, no question. I believe Austin could have pulled that.
Yep.
Okay.
Just that hesitation from Austin Anderson. I think he wants to run Greg Nybert's offense to the letter. That sometimes he hesitates. That's a good look.
And McBride's got to be thinking, what else do I have to do?
Jordan Downing will lead all scorers with that field goal, 21 for the senior. Good defense by Terry to extend out on Strange.
Yep.
That skip was open again, and they still find McBride.
There's that quick extra pass with velocity.
Like I
McBride,
said,
no
yep.
hesitation.
Good vision in their half-court set. Knowing where their teammate is, there you go. I don't care if he missed it.
It's a good look.
He launched it.
Yep, good look.
Should have launched it.
Yeah, I believe so.
Still a 15-point lead for the Running Bulldogs. Now down to 10:05 on this.
Strange does a good job with ball fakes. It's a good way to move the zone.
And then able to get the left-handed leaner is Jerome Hill. And 4.
might have checked that one. I believe that was Burbage. Wasn't
Oh,
it?
was it
the
Burbage?
finish? Yep. Oh,
I didn't.
Heads hit there. Terry and Isaiah Ivy, yeah, hit heads there.
Ivy with the foul. 4 new Blue Hose will be coming back in the ball game when we return. 64-47. It's the conference opener for both teams.
Brock, don't have a meltdown. Look, I know your patty melt is missing, but this bacon Velveeta patty meltdown is mine. I'd be upset too. Definitely not in the TV. You check the bookcase? Oh, my bad. It was under the napkins. Don't have a meltdown. Have a bacon Velveeta patty meltdown.
The Bacon Velveeta Patty Meltdown with grilled onions and applewood smoked bacon at Hardee's.
Let's go!
As you set your financial game plan, we'll be with you every play. Relax. You're with Founders.
Fans, join the fun and plan your spring break trip to support the Blue Hose in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. For the visitmyrtlebeach.com Big South Basketball Championship, men's and women's games will be played March 3rd through the 8th. Contact the PC ticket office at Sherry Medlin or visit BigSouthSports.com for more information. We'll see you at the beach. What you got, Ken?
Hill leads Gardner Webb with 19 on 7 of 13 shooting. Nelson 7 of 8. He has 17. Both of those guys with 9 big rebounds. Rebounds 28-16. There's a big difference in your ball game right there. Plus the ability for Gardner Webb to shoot it from deep.
Withers. Oh, if he reversed it to Felix, he had a jumper there. But Downing will create his own, but misses.
Tough shot.
Short on there, and yep, Nelson to McBride, and McBride to Strange. That's it. He just left his feet.
I think he went up on the top of his tippy toes.
No, he was above his toes. I want to get a look at that if we can as Nelson scores. If we have a look at Nelson, he came off his toes, Ken Blankenship.
Okay, I wasn't watching. I wasn't watching, so I can't incriminate him. Can't indict him.
But Nelson still able to get it done underneath. He's and has done a decent job defending Will Truss as he forces Will to pick up his dribble and kick it outside to Withers. 7 on the shot clock. Downing will be forced to raise, and he does, and he hits. Wow.
Tough shot. When in doubt, late in the shot clock. 2-1's the way to go.
But somebody else
but
from the
you can't
perimeter.
live off that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
gotta
saying?
Have somebody on the perimeter to help out.
Can't live off that. Nice as that is, a luxury to have. Cannot make a living off that.
There's the kick to McBride. And there again, a perfect example
Finding
of what
out.
we're talking about, finding the open running Bulldog for an easy contested jumper.
I didn't know they could shoot it from deep in the Bronx like that. Harold McBride, 6 feet 175 out of the Bronx.
Got
Nice
3 of
looking
them.
stroke. What year is McBride? He's a junior, okay.
And Tyrell Nelson called on the foul, but we're going to take a timeout, a 19-point lead for the visiting running Bulldogs.
What's special about Fats to me is the fact that we have so much passion. We just take a lot of pride in what we do and deliver to our guests every single day. When it comes to our buildings, when it comes to our food, our ingredients, we have competitive pricing. We offer value. We bring it every day. Why would I go to the competition and play in the minor leagues when I can play in the big leagues at Fats?
I'm Chip Cooper, and this is Burt Fields. The savings are just a short drive away at Cooper Motor Company in Clinton.
Chrysler and Dodge make the #1 minivan in the country. You can save up to $7,500 on a new one at Cooper Motor Company.
And have you seen the all-new 2013 Dodge Dart with an impressive 40 miles per gallon and more features than we can cover?
That's why. Come take a test drive and get a chance to win $5,000 cash.
That's $5,000. Click, call, or step inside. If you can't trade with Cooper, you just can't trade.
As you take a look at our numbers there on the screen, Ken Blankenship, we've been impressed with some of the teams in the Big South Conference, and this conference now beginning to gain more respect nationally. And I know there's a lot of good teams out there as we just tipped off the conference season tonight, but you've got to be impressed with what Gardner Webb has done out of conference and how they look tonight under head coach Tim Kraft. And again, I know we're just tipping off the season, but Gardner Webb, you got to feel, is going to be one of those teams to contend in the regular season here.
Well, it certainly looks like it tonight, doesn't
right,
it? And what they've done, just like you said. Nice finish.
Yeah.
Good hands by Truss. Nice catch. And you got to build off that on the other end. Get a good defensive trip down there. Don't give up any open looks.
Will Truss needs a couple of rebounds to get another double-double.
PC now in a man. Hopefully didn't wait too long to do this.
A step back and a nail.
Burbage.
His second three-pointer.
Not horrible defense there. Pretty decent contest. I mean, I'm very critical. That's what you pay me to do, but it's easier said than done. Nice, good job, Jordan. Take advantage.
Assist.
Jordan having a much better night against Gardner Webb tonight, and Tyler Strange than he did last year. We talked about that. Downing now with 26 points on the night. That's a decent little day at the office.
And an offensive foul. And that's going to be charged to Burbage. That's his fourth foul. So Marcus Terry comes in along with Devon Bell, the freshman from Charlotte. If you look at Greg Nybert in his 26th year here at Presbyterian, or 27th rather, sorry. Truss.
Drew's got a wide open look if he wants it. I'd like to see him either step up and take that. Marcus for three.
That was a good look.
Yep.
Hill with the rebound.
Good job by Bill. Make Hill pick it up back there, or at least. Yeah.
Strange traveled again. I'm sorry, folks. He's walked 4 times in this game. He has. Downing. Just wasn't in control, was anticipating his teammate to be on the left side, and maybe should have just taken it to the baseline himself.
Yeah, and also anticipating a call from the official, I believe. I like the pressure here in the backcourt from Bell. Best on-the-ball defender that PC has. Stay with him, Bell. Strange, a good ball handler, but not somebody that absolutely can't be picked. Bell will play. Let's see the good defense here.
And Bell on the foul before the drive.
Yeah, on that possession of getting the angle on Bell. What Strange does well with the balls, he keeps the ball away from his body. In other words, it's opposite where the defender is. In other words, so you've got to go by his body and then the length of his arm to get to the ball. So in that respect, he's kind of hard to guard, even for as short as he is.
Look at Nelson hold on the ball and then snap a pass.
Yep, good job, good defense that time. Nelson is just a load down there. He knows how to score around the bucket. That's tough to guard by anybody. He's just one of those guys who can score on the block, man.
Very good footwork, too.
Yeah, he really does. What creates it, you know. And then the finish, the hand-eye coordination, real good ability. Nice, Marcus. Score that, Marcus. Gave up a real high percentage look for one not nearly as good.
Drew picks up the foul on transition and hurt his right knee.
Sure did. I think it was just, they
just collided.
Banged him, instead of a turn or a twist.
That's just a kneecap pop. Yep. I mean, not a pop, but just a hit on the
collision of knees. Davis back in the game for Strange.
Deshaun Murray will be back probably sometime early in this, as that was the worst three-point look they've had. Nice
Jordan.
little push by Jordan as he is able to score. But Deshaun Murray will soon be back in action for the Blue Hose, probably in the next couple of weeks or so. And that'll be a good addition, the return of Deshaun Murray to this Blue Hose team, as Terry could go coast to coast, and he does.
Should have been a tee, too. The Gardner Webb player smacked the backboard.
So
You can't
PC
do
showing
that.
some fight, and Tim Kraft said, I'm going to call one.
Yep, as number 5, Dylan Poston, trying to make that block. Smack the backboard. That should at least be a warning, if not a technical. But anyway, nice steal by Withers, getting in the passing lane, pitching ahead to Marcus Terry. He knows what to do with it in transition. Presbyterian with their best opportunity thus far. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Well, just inside of 5 minutes and a 16-point lead. That's a tough deficit to try to overcome. But again, things that, and we've said this at times, is that Presbyterian College in these ball games has shown what they're able to do. They just have not been able to be consistent with it.
Defensively, we know what we have to do. You have to contest shots.
Shots on the three.
They're going to be
perimeter.
very selective, and you cannot let second opportunities, extra opportunities for Gardner Webb. Offensively, you want a quick dump down to Truss on the block, have him go to work. If they double him, he kicks out. You immediately shoot long shots or whatever open shots you get. But it needs to be early. Good shots, but early shots. Dump down early. You don't have anything there. Look for perimeter shots. Swing the ball. Knock down jump shots to get back in this game.
I think I told you that Coach Greg Nybert in his 27th year, actually his 26th year as the head man, and coaching Marcus Terry as they come back on their offensive set now at 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining.
If you've got an immediate look from 3 and if it's in your range, let it go.
Well, nobody else is hesitant.
That's
There's
a good
the extra
swing of the
pass.
ball. That's very nice done, but it can't knock down the shot. It's
Some-
tough to come back when you can't knock down perimeter shots.
Gardner Webb has been able to knock down those perimeter shots.
Absolutely.
Their three-point field goal percentage, 42%. And that's what PC's been giving up defensively, and you add to it.
Yep.
And that's been the Achilles heel. We talked about it now for the third time.
Talked about Poston, too.
Yeah.
You can shoot it.
That,
Quick release.
Presbyterian College is over 42% in terms of defensive three-point field goal percentage. And when teams see that, they're going to plan for that. Good feed into Truss by Anderson.
Nice,
A good
well
up
done,
and under.
missed it.
Fights, gets his own rebound with Hill on his hip, able to get the kiss with the left hand.
Cleans up his own mess. Well done by Truss. Staying with the play. I'd like to see him go down. I mean, it's easier said than done, Eric. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But try to get it into him early in the shot clock. Let him work. If not, let him find shooters out of the double teams.
Now we have to start looking for players of the game. Another 3-ball on the way. The tip up, and Will Truss clears.
Good job with the pitch ahead. Withers with the right idea. It's not the great execution on that trip. And Gardner Webb will be very patient here. You can rest assured of that. They get an open look, they'll let it go. But I think they'll be very patient. Terry with the foul.
Terry with the foul and a media timeout, but we're going to keep it right here because now it's time to award our Hardy's Star Player of the Game. Our Hardy's Star Player of the Game will go to Tyrell Nelson from Charlotte, North Carolina. This sophomore has had an outstanding ball game here this evening. 21 points, 9 of 10. That's 90% from the field. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. and also 11 rebounds and a couple of assists. A complete effort, and I think Nelson was the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Along with the three-point shooting.
Yeah, he's just a beast to guard down there and offered presence on the other end in the paint. Just very difficult to deal with. You know, just good team basketball, and he was their horse tonight. You know, reminds me of a logger out in Seattle or something. Just has the lunch pail with him, just came to work, and just very difficult to guard down there in the block. And just, you know, and collectively they do a good job of passing out of that.
Once again, our Hardee's star of the game, Tyrell Nelson. Hardee's $5 big bag. Choose 2 of 5 sandwiches, fries, drink, and an apple turnover, and eat like you mean it. Nelson meant it with his performance here this evening.
Very even hustle stats tonight, if I might, Eric, except for one area. Listen to this. In the paint, both teams 30 points. Okay? Points off turnovers, both teams 11 points. Fast break points, both teams 4 apiece. Bench points 19 to 11. A little bit of disparity there for Gardner Webb.
But not too bad.
But not too bad as it tends to be. But you're holding up the 2.
Yeah.
Second chance points 11 to 2.
There you go.
You know. Yep. And let's look at 3-point shooting as well. Gardner Webb 43% and PC at 33%, but only knocked down 4, whereas Gardner Webb knocked down 12 of them. Those are your differences in the game.
Well, Gardner Webb will travel to UNC Asheville Saturday, 2 o'clock tip. And PC will go to Lynchburg to take on the Liberty Flames, a 7 o'clock tip. Minute 40 left.
That one's got cheeseburger on the way home written all over it, doesn't it?
No, better than that. More like a rack of ribs, man. We're going big.
All right. Oh, hell no. Good. Jordan Downing probably got away with a foul there.
He did
Withers
get away with a
attacked
foul.
the basket, and one should be. A little bit of a late whistle, but he did get it blown. Good job by Withers to attack the basket there.
Freshman Withers, freshman Deshaun Murray out, freshman Devon Bell, freshman Janelle Jenkins, who we haven't seen, Stephen Osu, a freshman, as the front end by Withers is up and in.
How did your boy Joe Pesci say it? Lots of Utes on this team.
Utes, that's right. Yep.
What a movie.
Yeah. And Felix, a freshman. Then you have all the sophomores, and Drew and
Reggie Dillard,
who's out.
Yep.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, this is a very young squad. Although Greg Nybert is going to miss Will Truss and Jordan Downing, the 2 seniors on this team. So they're going to be, you know, still a young team next year, but the talent level is getting better and better. And Tim Kraft, in his second year as the head man,
doing a great job.
Doing a heck of a job. This guy can coach.
No doubt. And recruit, too.
Yeah.
Whoever recruited these guys.
Look at that feed. All of them pass, and that's the other thing.
It's good basketball.
It is good basketball.
PC caught napping there on the baseline. Austin a little hard on that one. Timeout to get a player in late for Gardner Webb.
And coming in for the first time.
Looks like Hervé Aholode from Cantonon, Benin. Not sure I know where that is on the world map, my friend. Do you? Did I even pronounce that right? B-E-N-I-N? Not making fun of his home country whatsoever. I just never heard of it. Have you?
No, I have not.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot here.
No, I have not.
I'm laughing at my own ignorance. I've never seen that in any geography class.
That is actually a holiday, is how you pronounce his name, number 21.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Hervé a holiday.
Hervé a holiday.
That's exactly right.
I thought you were saying his home country was a holiday instead of a place.
Well, Sweeney unable. That's a good block out by Campbell. And down to 4 seconds, and let's see if Bell We'll try to get one here at the buzzer, and it will drop in. So Bell goes into the books with a field goal. Your final score, 81-64. We're going to keep it right here as we wish all of you a very happy New Year's Eve. And Greg Nybert will join us here momentarily and talk about this game. And then we'll ask him about Deshaun Murray and when the expected time that he could come back, and see if he will in fact be joining the team in Lynchburg maybe, or maybe down the road. Get his thoughts on that. The next time PC will be at home will be January the 8th, and that is beach night. Listen up, folks, all of you in our viewing area, beach night. Come dressed in your best beach attire and win a pair of passes down to beautiful Myrtle Beach, along with dinner vouchers and skyride vouchers for two. That's 3 days and 2 nights at Myrtle Beach. That is beach night, January the 8th. Coach Greg Nybert joins us now, coming off a good effort against the Hokies of Virginia Tech. And I tell you what, at times in this ball game against Gardner Webb, you guys battled real well, limited the turnovers, but I know you will give congratulations to Gardner Webb and Tim Pratt. That's a good basketball team.
They got a heck of a team. You know, we started out man-to-man, and they got the ball down there inside and diced it that way. I think they had 20 points in 12 minutes, went to the zone, and the zone bothered them. We didn't block out as good as we could. We made a miss, and you know, I think we're down 9 at halftime, you know, and then they started the first 4 minutes of the second half, you know, hitting shots. And we dug ourselves a hole, but then it's 12 points again, but we could just never stop them. But again, we scored 64 points. I think we shot 50% in the first half from the field. We had some good looks. We got to start knocking some threes down, and they got a great inside and out game. I mean, unfortunately, you know, you got to kind of pick your poison. If you're trying to stop them inside and you play a little zone, they shoot the three. I mean, that's why they're a good basketball team. I think they're one of the best teams in the league. I mean, they've proven it. They've beaten Purdue at Purdue in their last game and scored 80-some points.
Yeah, College
and
of
then
Charleston,
they beat
Clemson.
College of Charleston. They beat them. They beat Clemson. I mean, this is, I think, one of the top teams in the league. And you know, the most encouraging thing also about tonight is we're hopefully going to get Deshaun Murray back, you know, on Saturday. And
that's what I wanted to ask you too.
Ruben sprained his ankle in warm-ups. He wasn't the same. And Ed does a great
Terry
job. Marcus Terry's got an injured ankle. Those are no excuses here, but we're going to have to be really on top of our game defensively at all spots, you know. And that four-man hill was great, and 20's good. And I was really proud of Jordan's, you know, play tonight. Really proud of Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan defensively did a good job as well. And on offensively, remember, he kind of struggled against Gardner Webb when Tyler Strange was on him there in Boiling Springs, North Carolina. And here. But this time he was better than Strange, at least defending and offensively.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, this opens up the conference. You got 2 of your starters out. You're saying that one will come back, and Deshaun Murray, as we travel up to Lynchburg on Saturday. What will he bring to the team?
Well, he's a high-energy guy. I really need him, and we've been talking here. He better bring it. I hope he's going to bring his defense here. We've got to have a defending 4 in the zone and in man-to-man, and I think that's what he'll give us. We know he'll give us some scoring. I need a defensive 4-man that can really stop people in man and zone and use his athleticism and blocking out and do these things. And again, nobody's seen our best game yet. Nobody's seen our best game.
And our best basketball still ahead.
Amen.
Greg Nybert, thank you for joining us.
God.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, buddy.
All righty.
Thank you, Ken.
All righty. Coach Greg Nybert, thank you for joining us. And again, Happy New Year to him and his family and to his Blue Hose basketball team. And Deshaun Murray coming back Saturday in Lynchburg, and that would be a great opportunity to welcome back Deshaun Murray from Stanley, North Carolina, the freshman at 6'5", because that gives you an extra presence underneath the basket not saying that he's going to be posting up with Will, but second chance opportunities and being able 10 feet out to be able to get in there.
You don't have to say it. I will. He will be posting up. Don't let the 6'5" fool you. This was the kid at 6'5" who was doing work in the paint
against
at Duke.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And we've seen him do it other times. It's a shame that he got hurt early, but we're welcoming him back. And, boy, that will be a welcome back for a heck of a player. It's going to really help this team, no question.
Tyrell Nelson, the Hardy star of the game. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Tim Kraft as they open up conference play with a win against PC, 81-64. For Ken Blankenship, I'm Eric Thacker, wishing all of you a very happy and safe New Year. And we will see you on the radio Saturday on the Voice of the Blue Hose, Sunny 103.5. Good night, everybody.